guys, welcome to our second session of football on our Wall Games Club for this week. What equipment that we're going to be needing for this week is a football, a wall and just that, okay? So a little recap on what we did last week in our football session is we were focusing on the basics of passing. So we were making a right angle with our foot, and we would lift our foot up and then swing, obviously, to get that power. So that was how we passed the ball. How we controlled the ball is we used the sole of our foot to control it. And yeah, so what we are going to be focusing on today, what our objective is today, is we're going to try and control it in the air using any part of our body. So it could be our chest today, it could be using our foot, our thigh, anything, okay? So just as a little warm-up, just to recap on what we did last week, is we're going to perform a pass against the wall, then we're going to control it with the sole of our foot, just like what we did last week in our main activity. So we're going to use our strong foot. So my strong foot's obviously my right foot. So I'm going to create a little right angle or a 90-degree angle with any foot. I'm going to lift my foot up, swing, then I'm going to control it with the sole of my foot. We're going to do that for 1 minute, see how many we can do successfully. If we don't obviously control it properly, then we don't get a point. Or if the ball doesn't come back to us, we don't get a point either, okay? So we're going to do this for 1 minute, starting from now. So just using the sole of my foot to control it, using my strong foot, just to start off with. See, put a little bit of power in to make sure that it comes back off the board and back into my feet. I'm moving my feet, I'm not static. Try and stay on your toes when doing this. With each successful pass, which controls the ball, you get 1 point for it. Just using your strong foot to start off with. More seconds now, and we'll stop there. If you want to carry on doing that, you can, or if you want to stop there, you can move on to our next thing. So, done it with our right foot or our strong foot. Now I'm going to use my left foot. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to create a little 90-degree angle. My weak foot or my left foot. Lift it up, swing, and then obviously control it, sole of my foot, when the ball comes back into me. Okay, so we're going to do that for 1 minute, starting from now. So just use the weak foot now. Open up your bodies and making sure that the ball's nice, so that you pass the ball nice and straight. Obviously stay on your toes as well. Remember, only using our weak foot or our left foot now, okay? So touch to control, pass it out. Control, then pass. Doing it for 1 minute. See how many we can do successfully. Couple more seconds now. And stop there. So we've used our weak foot and we used our strong foot to pass and control the ball. So now we're going to do a bit of both. So I'm going to use my right foot, so my right foot's my strong foot, doing the same thing, passing it out, controlling it, and switch side, use my weak foot, controlling it with my weak foot, switch side, pass, control my right, pass, control my left. Okay, we're going to do that for 1 minute, starting from now. See how many you can do. So right and left, control, using both our feet. On my toes, so I'm ready to receive the ball. Making sure that ball's on the floor as well. We don't want the ball in the air. It's hard to control it. Doing it for 1 minute. you want to do it a little bit, want to do something a little bit harder, try and do it, get a bit closer. Just do it first time. If that's still too difficult, go a bit further out. Just make sure that you pass and then control the sole of your foot. A little bit longer. Try and do it a little bit quicker. And we are going to stop there. You guys can adapt that if you want to. You can make it as a little competition between you or some of your friends or whatever you want to do. So, we're going to move on to our main activity now, which we're going to be focusing, as I said earlier, how to focus, how to control the ball while in the air, okay? So, we are going to use our thigh. This is our thigh, and we're going to be controlling that while the ball's in the air. So something like this, we're going to throw the ball underarm, we're going to let it bounce, control with our thigh, and then bring it back down, okay? So I'm just using my strong foot, throwing it underarm, letting it bounce once, then controlling it with my foot after. You can let it bounce, control with your thigh, then you can catch, up to you, or you can bounce once, then control your foot and pick up to you, okay? But you're only using your thigh and you're only using your strong leg to start with. So my strong leg's my right leg, okay? So, just demonstrate one more time. Throwing it underarm, bounce, control. Okay, we're going to do that for 1 minute, see how many we can do, starting from now. Throwing it underarm, let it bounce once, then control. Nice and controlled. Remember, I'm not using my knee, I'm using this part. Using the thigh of my leg. Don't worry if you can't do it, or you feel you're struggling. You can do 2 bounces. You go 1, 2, then control it. Or if that's too easy, try and do it first time. Okay, up to you, without it bouncing. More seconds left. Five more seconds, see how many you can do now. And stop there. So we've used our right leg to control the ball with my thigh. Now I'm going to use the opposite leg, I'm going to use my left leg. So same thing, just using my left leg now. So, let it bounce once. Control, then pick it up. Bounce, control, then pick it up. Throwing it underarm still, letting it only bounce once. I think that's still too hard. As I said earlier, let it bounce twice, then control it, okay? Or if that's too easy, you don't have any bounces, alright? Up to you. So we're going to do that for 1 minute, starting from now. So just using our weak leg now. That's my left leg, using the thigh. Letting it only bounce once. As you see, I'm moving wherever the ball's going, or bouncing off the board, I'm moving, so I'm ready to obviously receive it on my thigh. Don't worry if you can't do it, just keep on practicing. Eventually you should be a pro at it. 4 seconds now. And stop there. So we use our left leg and we use our right leg now. So we are going to do both legs, okay? So we're going to go right leg to start off with, letting it bounce once, then bounce once, left leg, okay? So go right to control with our thigh, then left to control with our thigh, okay? Still throwing it underarm, still letting it bounce once. If it's too easy, don't let it bounce. If it's too hard, allow you to have 2 bounces instead, okay? See how many we can do. Each one that we do successfully and we catch the ball, when it hits our thigh, we get 1 point now, okay? Little competition. Start starting from now. So find the underarm, that counts as 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, so on. Keep on practicing. Try and do no bounces now. Keep on going. You can have it to bounce if you want to. Oh. Right, then left, right, then left. So I'm going to go a little bit further out now, do 1 bounce. And stop there, there's just a minute done. If you want to carry on doing that, you can stop the video and just keep on practicing, but we're going to move on now. So we used our thigh to control the ball. Now we're going to do use our sole of our foot to control it. Okay, that's called trapping the ball. So I'm going to throw it underarm, going to let it bounce, then we're going to trap the ball. Something like this. I'm going to demonstrate it now. So throw it underarm, let it bounce, then we're trapping it with the sole of our foot. Okay. So I'll show you again. Throw it underarm, let it bounce once, trap. Okay. That's called trapping the ball using the sole of our foot. Not using the front, not using the toe part and the inside, using the sole of it. One last time, underarm, 1 bounce, and then trap the ball. If that's too easy, then don't allow it to bounce. Obviously, if it's too hard, then you can allow it to bounce twice, then you can trap the ball, okay? We're going to do that for 1 minute again, using our right foot. Okay? Starting from now. So throw it underarm, bounce, then try and trap. So in the competition, just working on our technique now. Underarm, and then trap the ball. We bounce once, then trap. Might want to step a bit more backwards to make sure that it only bounces once. Remember, staying on our toes. We're not being static. Doing it for 1 minute, remember. And stop there. So, just use our right foot or our strong foot to trap the ball with the sole of our foot. Probably think we know what we're going to do now. We're going to use our weak foot, okay? So I'm going to use my left foot, throw it underarm, then I'm going to trap it, the sole of my foot on my left, okay? So we're going to throw it underarm, once again, then bounce once, then try and trap the ball. I'll do it again, that was a bit rubbish. Underarm, then trap, okay? So we're going to do that for 1 minute, starting from now. Right, underarm, bounce, and try and trap it. Bounce, then trap. This might be slightly hard if this is your weak foot, so you might want it to bounce twice. Obviously Mr. Bat's not very good with his weak foot, trapping the ball. Keep on going. Doing it for a minute, remember. More seconds, left 5 more seconds. See how many we can do, a little bit quicker now. And stop there. So, we use our right foot and our left foot to obviously trap the ball. So now we're going to do both feet, doing it from right to left, okay? So throwing it underarm, you bounce once, trap, underarm, bounce, trap, underarm, bounce, trap. going from right leg to left leg, right leg to left leg. Or if you want to use your left first, you can use your left and right. Up to you. Doing that for a minute again. Starting from now. Right, underarm, bounce once, and trap. Once, trap. Once, trap. Switching my leg constantly. You can let it bounce once. It's too easy. Don't let it bounce at all. It's too hard. Obviously, let it bounce twice then. 30 more seconds left. See how many we can do. Do it slightly more quicker now. A little bit too high. And stop there. So, we used the sole to trap the ball. What we are now going to use is going to use the front, so we're going to use our toe part and round where our laces is to control the ball. So it should be something like this. We're going to let it throw underarm, bounce, and using our front of our foot, so using our top of our shoe, so our toe or our laces, to bring the ball in to our body like that, okay? Using our strong foot, okay? So we're doing it, show you again, underarm, it's a bounce, then control. Underarm, bounce once, then control. Okay? We're gonna do that for 1 minute, starting from now. So underarm, using the front of our shoe, the top of our shoe to control the ball, bringing the ball into our feet. Using our strong foot to start off with. My strong foot's my right foot. Letting it bounce once. Remember, if that's too easy, bounce, then try and control it. And if that's too hard, let it bounce twice. Then control it with the top of your shoe. I'm just going to do 1 foot to start off with, or 1 bounce. Got a couple more seconds left. And stop there. So now we're going to use our left foot now. So I'm going to use my weak foot to do exactly the same thing, using the top of our shoe around our toe to our laces area to obviously control the ball. I'm going to do that for a minute. Starting from now. Let it bounce. And keep it nice and control. It should be cushioning the ball, making sure that the ball doesn't bounce and it comes back into your feet. Let it bounce once. If it's too easy, don't let it bounce. If it's too hard, then let it bounce twice. Just using our weak foot now, so it's my left foot. Doing this for 1 minute. Do that again, on the front. And we are going to stop there. So we haven't got too much long left. So if you want to stop the video now, you can use your left foot or your right foot. And your little extra challenge now is we're going to try and use our chest to control the ball. Okay? So we're going to throw underarm as usual. Yeah. And we've got to try and control the ball with our chest. Okay? So we're going to underarm, then catch. Okay? Bounce off your chest and catch. Underarm. Go a little bit higher this time actually. Chest, catch. Underarm, chest, catch. Underarm, chest, catch. Alright, we need to throw a little bit higher so that we can obviously get towards our chest to obviously catch the ball, okay? We want to try and aim to obviously get the ball around obviously our chest area, okay? That's your little extra challenge. And yeah, that's our main activity done. So just a recap on what we did today. We controlled the ball with different areas of our body while the ball's in the air, as well as using our right and our left feet to control it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Feel free to do the extra challenge if you want to, and I'll see you next week.